बिहारी लाल की जय। अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। कस्तूरितिलकं ललाटपटले वक्षस्थले कौस्तुभम् नासाग्रे वरमौक्तिकम् करतले वेणुकरे कंकणम् सर्वांगे हरिचन्दनं सुललितं कंठे च मुक्तावली गोपस्त्री परिवेष्टितो विजयते गोपाल चूड़ामणिः या कुन्देन्दु तुषारहार धवला या शुभ्रवस्त्रावृता या वीणा वरदण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेत पद्मासना या ब्रह्माच्युत शंकर प्रभृतिभिर्देवैः सह वन्दिता सा मा पातु सरस्वती भगवती निशेषज्ञाजापः। नमः कमलना भाय नमस्ते कमलेक्षण यो ब्रह्माणं विदधाति पूर्वं यो वै वेदांश्च प्रहिणोति तस्मै तद्ध्वं हदेवमात्मबुद्धिप्रकाशम् मुमुक्षुर्वै शरणमहं प्रपद्ये। बोले वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय, दुर्गा महारानी की जय, राधा रानी की जय। आदरणीय वंदनीय पंडितगण, प्रिय भक्त समुदाय, प्रिय सज्जनों, महानुभाव, most worshipable pandits, devotees, dearest devotees of the Supreme Lord, the Divine Souls. First, let me say Radhe Radhe to each and everyone, and my pranam, my humblest prostrations to all of you. A very special welcome to our viewers and Bhakti TV who are viewing us. Radhe Radhe, and special pranam, naman to you also. I want to thank Pandit Satyanand Maharaj and his team from the Satya Ananda Ashram. Pandit Ji is the producer of Bhakti TV, indeed doing a wonderful job. We'd like to give thanks to our sponsors who's making this possible for us to bring this live to you on Bhakti TV. Lari Lala and family, Farmers Roti Delight, Level 2 Trinity Mall, Docks Engineering, Point Lisa Steel Products, Chase Village Auto Supplies, Gopinath Puja Supplies, and Veggie Mart, Kakandi Road, Felicity, Rogers Ramdhani Auto Chemical Chase Village, Ravi's Hot Pot and Catering, number 65 Orange Grove Road, St. Augustine. I understand this one. High Impact, I guess. High Impact Auto Repairs and Service, and Sings Doubles of Devi. I want to indeed thank all our sponsors. Indeed, you're doing a wonderful job. May the Supreme Lord and the Divine Mother shower special and choicest blessings on all of you for this wonderful service that so many souls will be able to benefit. Tonight it gives us great pleasure to be in the Devi, Durga Devi Mandir in Carapo. And here, Kamla Budu Singh. I guess she's the leader of this group and this mandir. And all the devotees, we want to thank them very much for inviting us to come and be with them and join in divine satsang. Before we do so, let's chant the divine name of the Lord for a few minutes as we focus our mind, bring our mind in that way that we can get maximum benefit. Radhe 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 Shri Radhe 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 Oh Radhe 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 Shri Radhe 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 Shri Radhe O Meri Shri Radhe Meri Shri Radhe O Meri Shri Radhe Meri Shri Radhe O Radhe 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 Shri Radhe 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 O Radhe 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 Shri Radhe 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 O Radhe 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 Shri Radhe 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 Shri Radhe O Meri Shri Radhe Meri O Meri Shri Radhe Meri Shri Radhe 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 Shri Radhe 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 Shri Radhe O Radhe 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 Shri Radhe 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 Shri Radhe 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 Shri Radhe 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 Shri Radhe 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 Shri Radhe Meri Shri Radhe Meri Shri Radhe O Meri Shri Radhe Meri Shri Radhe 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 Shri Radhe 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 Shri Radhe O Radhe राधे राधे श्री राधे राधे राधे
राधे श्री राधे
राधे राधे राधे श्री राधे राधे राधे
राधे श्री राधे।
राधा कृष्ण भगवान की जय, दुर्गा महारानी की जय। अब सावधान हो जाइए और बहुत चित्त लगाकर सुन लीजिए. Let's try to be very attentive now and listen very carefully. In the रामायण में एक बहुत प्रसिद्ध कथा है. प्रसिद्ध कथा. एक बार गुरु जी ने कागभसुंड जी से 7 प्रश्न किए. उस कथा का नाम है सप्त प्रश्न. एक प्रश्न थे, भाव रोग क्या है, ये मानस रोग भाव रोग कैसे क्या है और इससे छुटकारा कैसे मिलेगा. There's a very famous katha in the Ramayana called Sapt Prashna. 7 questions. Once Guruji Maharaj asks Kagbasund ji 7 important questions. Very important. One of the questions was about diseases of the mind that we suffer in, Bhava Rog, Manas Rog. What are diseases of the mind? Who suffer some diseases of the mind is Bhava Rog, and how we can become free from them. Very important. Kagbasund ji mentioned many diseases of the mind, but 3 are very powerful. राम सिया राम जय जय राम बोलो
राम सिया राम जय जय राम
बोलो राम सिया राम जय जय राम बोलो
राम सिया राम जय जय राम।
ओ काम बात कफ लोभ अपारा, क्रोध पीत नित छाती जा. बोलो
राम सिया राम जय जय राम राम सिया राम जय जय राम।
ओ प्रीति करही जो 3 भाई, प्रीति करही जो 3 भाई, उपजई संय पात दुखदाई. बोलो
राम सिया राम जय जय राम राम सिया राम जय जय राम।
ओ बोलो राम
सिया राम जय जय राम
बोलो राम
सिया राम जय जय राम।
काम बात कफ लोभ अपारा, क्रोध पित्त नित छाती जारा. There are many diseases. Bhava Rog, Manas Rog, greed, anger, jealousy, hatred, lust, selfishness, delusion, attachment, many. बहुत. यहाँ बड़े 3. These are the 3 generals. The huge army. And these are the 3 generals of that army. Kam, lust, desires, lobh, greed, and krodh, anga. अप्रीति करहि जो तीनहु भाई. Tulsidas Ji Maharaj, he is calling these three brothers, teen bhai. ये तीन भाई हैं. They are three brothers. They are related, these three. And anyone who loves to do these three, Pritika, he loves these three. In other words, he sustains and performs these three. Upajai sanyapat dukkhadai. In the mind will come something like hysteria. That person becomes mad, is going to become totally crazy and suffer from the greatest of sorrows and pain and suffering. All because of these three. They are called the three doorways to hell. ये तीन द्वार है नरक in Gita. ये तीन द्वार, these are three doorways to hell. How are they related? When a desire comes in our mind, lust, the desire for something, that desire can either be fulfilled, इसको पूरा कर सकते, or remain unfulfilled. You want to eat something, drink something, you want somebody to praise you, somebody to love you. That person does it, or you get what you want, is fulfilled. Or you don't get it, remains unfulfilled. When we fulfill that desire, someone feels like eating ice cream. 12 o'clock midnight. And the desire come to eat ice cream. So he goes in the fridge and takes out a whole tub of ice cream. Pura kha lete, he eats all of it. I don't want any more ice cream. And then what happens? Is the desire finished? No. When we fulfill a desire, it leads to lobh, greed, which is ever increasing and insatiable. Na jatu kamah kaman upabhoge na shamyati havishya krishna bhartmeva bhuya eva vivardhate. Bhagavad Mahapuran, 9th canto, 19th chapter, 14th verse. The Bhagavad Mahapuran, Vedavyasji says, satisfying a desire, fulfilling a desire is like pouring ghee, clarified butter, cow butter in the fire, in the havan. You do havan and you pour the ghee, pure ghee, cow butter. Indraya namaha swaha, Agnaye namaha swaha, Vayave namaha swaha. When you pour the ghee in the fire, what happens? The cow butter, it goes temporarily, the fire goes down. And then what happens? It gets bigger. So satisfying a desire doesn't finish it, but increases the desire. And the more you use something, the more you want it. Somebody who's never drank coffee doesn't think I need a cup of coffee. Somebody who's never drank tea, chai, doesn't think, oh, I think I need a cup of chai now, tea. Someone who's never smoked cigarette doesn't think, oh, I think I could take a little smoke now. Doesn't think about it. And the more you use it, the more you want. Some people, 1 cup coffee is enough. Every day they drink 1 cup or 2 cups. Some people the whole day, they have to drink coffee or tea. Somebody smokes 1 cigarette, that's enough. Then you have a chain smoker, as soon as one finish, another one. The alcoholic, the one who takes an occasional drink, 1 drink enough. The alcoholic again and again until he does not become unconscious. So the more we use it, the more we want it. That's just the greed. It's ever increasing and insatiable. And when the desire remains unfulfilled, we can't get what we want. A person doesn't do as we like, doesn't say as we like. Our desire is unfulfilled. What happens? Anger comes, krodh. And what happens when we get angry? Krodhat bhavati sammoha, sammoha smriti vibrama, smriti banshar buddhinasho, buddhinashar pranashyati. Chapter 2, verse 63, Gita. From anger, Shri Krishna is saying to Arjun, from anger comes delusion. From delusion, loss of memory. When we lose our memory, we lose the power to discriminate and everything is destroyed. We become animal. Bhakti Hari says, Jnanam hitesha madhiko vishesho jnane nahina pashubhis samana. Human beings are told to be superior to all the creatures because of jnana, knowledge, the power to discriminate, to know right from wrong, real from unreal, etc. But when that same jnana, that power to discriminate is destroyed, and how does it get destroyed? When we get angry, then we become animal. Pashubhis samana. Anger is so dangerous. So there are many. Kagbha Sundarji further says to Guruji Maharaj, मानस रोग कछुक में गाए है सबके लाखी बिरल पाए जय राम श्री राम
जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम
मानस रोग कछुक मैं गाए. Kagbha Sundarji says to Guruji, the diseases of the mind, this Bhavrog, this Manas Rog, there are many. Many were told, greed, anger, jealousy, hatred, lust, jealousy, many. Kagbha Sundarji says, I've told you a few only, there are many more. Kachukha mai gai, I've told you only a few. Ahai sabke, as long as we are under Maya, everyone has all of them. Hai sabke. All of us who are under Maya, who are material beings, we have all the diseases of the mind. Greed, anger, jealousy, hatred, lust, selfishness, all. But Lakhi Biralan hi paye. It's extremely difficult for us to see how bad we are. How bad our mind. Many people think, I am a good person. People come to me, Mandirs, I go Mandirs, etc. They come up, Swamiji, I'm a good lady. Swamiji, I'm a good man. Acha, are you a saint? What do you mean you're good? As long as we are on Maya, we're no good. we cannot see. It is easy for us to see everybody else's faults. And we complain, we tell everybody, we call people on the phone, we text them, hey, that lady, she's like that, and this boy, and that man, and this girl, oh, everybody. And you, I am great. And you know what makes us think like that? Something called abhiman, ahankar, ego. The more ego we have, the more we think I am better than everybody. I am the best. The mere fact that we find faults in anyone shows as proof alone that how faulty we are. Just by finding faults. Looking at the faults of others is so dangerous. This fault finding is so dangerous that Bhagwan Shri Ram says to Shabari, Bhagwan Shri Ram is outlining Navdha Bhakti to Ma Shabari. And then he says to Shabari, अष्टम जथा लाभ संतोषा सपने हु नहीं देखहि पर दोषा जय
राम श्री राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम
शबरी प्रभु राम माँ शबरी से कहती कि हे शबरी अष्टम जथा लाभ संतोषा. The 8th type of devotion, bhakti, is to be contented whether in gain or loss. You have, still fine. You don't have, I am more fine. Many of us claim to be devotees. We love Bhagwan, we love the Divine Mother. Really? And if you don't have anything, if everything is destroyed, do you say Jai Ma, Jai Durga, Jai Bhagwan? No. Oh Ma, what did you do to me? We equate happiness with materialism. We don't understand where true happiness is. People have billions and billions and yet they're not happy. And yet we think I'll be happy if I have, I don't want billion, a few thousand. Devotee finds happiness only in Bhagwan, the Divine Mother, because they know that is where true happiness is. So this is a devotee, a true devotee is happy whether in gain or loss, whether you have or you don't have, happy. कुछ नहीं. We look at the saints and sages, look at the ancient saints and sages, where they lived. Rishis and Munis and the saints and sages in the cave. In the forest, there was no electricity, no AC, no heating system. To eat each and all kind of fry and deep fry and all that kind of food. Shrubs and roots and fruits. Satisfied. In the night, they lay on the ground. That was the bed. Drank water from the pond. Breathed the pure air given by the Lord. Wore the clothes made from the bark of trees, etc. There are no beautiful sari, silken sari and three-piece suit. Because they had attained true happiness. They were always in bliss, divine happiness. There was no desire for anything. That is the bhakti. That's when you know that I am a bhakta devotee. So ashtama jatha labh santosha. To be contented whether in gain or loss. And secondly, not even in dream. Sapne hu nahi. Sapna means dream. Not even in dream to find faults in others, to look at the faults of others. Paradosh. Paradosh dekhna. Paradosh means looking at the faults and finding faults in others. It's so dangerous. As I said, when we find faults, when we look at the faults of others, number one, this is proof that I am faulty. Number two, the pride comes very subtly in the mind. I am better than you. That's how I can find the faults, how I can think you are bad, because I am better. So right away, abhiman, ego has come. And one thing God doesn't like, He cannot tolerate, is ego, abhiman. You want to get close to the Divine Mother, you want to get close to Bhagavan, then you have to become humble. Gaurang Mahaprabhu says, Trinadapi sunichena tarurapi sahishnuna amanina manadena kirtaniya sadahari. Shikshastak. Gaurang Mahaprabhu says, descension of Sri Radha Krishna in the 15th century. He says, you want to be a devotee of God? You want to be a true worshipper, a true devotee of the Divine Mother? First thing, Trinadapi suni chena, become humbler than a blade of grass. What does humility mean? Humility doesn't, a humble person never thinks I am better than anybody. People say, hey, Swamiji, I am very humble. But in the mind, I am better than this one, I'm better than you too, Swamiji. But I am very humble. We don't even understand what humility means. What is humility? Look at the grass, lawn grass, all kind of grass. We walk under grass. When you walk under grass, what happens? The grass bends. वो झुक जाते हैं. It bends. And then when you pass, the poor fella, he stands up again. He never complains. Hey, are you blind? Can't you see where you are going? You just tread on me like that. Never complains. We complain. Sometimes someone can't even look at us. Oh, we complain it's too hot, too cold, or this, that. Are bhaiya, you have 2 hands, 2 feet, eyes, everything. There are people who don't have feet, don't have eyes. They can't get a meal when the week comes. Be thankful for what you have. My Guru Dev Jagat Guru Tam Shri Kripalu Mahaprabhu would tell us, he says, when it comes to materialism, having material things, look at those who have less than you. Look at those who have less than you materially. And when it comes to spirituality, divinity, look at those who are more spiritual power than you, who are more advanced spiritually. So why? Why look at those who have less? Then we will realize and be thankful for how much we have, and we'll stop begging and thinking we don't have enough. I want to have a better house than the neighbor, a better motor car, better job, a bigger bank balance. You get everything, you're not happy. Once This guy didn't have food, nothing. He thought life is useless. जीना बेकार है. This life is useless. Let me finish my life. So he climbed a tree and he tied a rope to hang himself. Put a rope around his neck, the noose, and he had one last banana, ripe banana. Before he jumped, he thought, let me have my last banana. This is all I have. So he peeled the banana, threw the skin on the ground. Chilka niche pheng diya. And he started eating the banana. While he was eating the banana, he saw another guy coming along the track. And he picked up the skin that he threw on the ground and he started eating the skin. The guy, the other person on the ground, started eating the skin. This guy says in his mind, hey Bhagwan, I thought I was in a bad position. I thought my position was bad. I still had a banana to eat. This guy doesn't even have a banana. He's eaten the skin, the chilka. Very quietly he took out the noose and came down. Jai Ho Bhagwan. So look at those. I have 2 feet. There are many who don't even have one. They have not even one. Don't have arms. They can't see. They are blind. They're deaf. They can't hear. And someone may be able to walk, have feet, hand, nose, eyes, everything, but don't have food. So poor. He goes in the bins. There are people who will go and open the bin. You go to the city. You see beggars. People who live on the street. I can't remember how you call them here. Vagrants. Okay, somebody mentioned vagrant. What does he do? He goes in the garbage bin. Someone has eaten, gone into McDonald's, etc. and purchased, and he throws the bag. Something in there. The poor guy goes in there and takes out that bag and looks to see if anything he can take from that to satisfy his hunger. At least we didn't have to do that. So be thankful that you can get meal every day and 3 meals to fill your stomach. Yet we complain. Don't ever complain. Be humble. More humble than the blade of grass. Taro rapi sahishnuna. Tar means tree. Paid. To be more tolerant than a fruit bearing tree. How tolerant a tree is. Mango tree. Nice Julie mango. Alfonso. Like in India. Starch mango. So somebody is taking care of the mango tree. Fertilizing, watering, taking out the weed. Taking good care of the tree. And somebody tries to kill the tree. Is throwing stone, break the branch, throwing sticks. But when the tree bears fruits, phal lagta hai ped mein. Does the tree say, hey, Mr. John, you took so much wonderful care of me. Look, I am keeping the sweetest mango for you. I am giving you the sweetest and best mango. And you, Mr. Danny, you tried to kill me. You broke my branch. No mango for you. Well, I'm going to give you a poison mango. No. The tree gives mangoes to everyone alike. The river doesn't drink the water. Here's the bhajan that you hear in the world. नदियन पिए कभी अपना जल, वृक्ष न खाए कभी अपना फल. नदियन पिए ओ नदियन पिए कभी अपना जल, वृक्ष न खाए कभी अपना फल।
नदियन पिए कभी अपना जल, वृक्ष न खाए कभी अपना फल।
अपना अपना तन का धन का दूजों को दे दो दान है, वो है
इंसान है इस धरती का भगवान।
ओ नदियन पिए कभी अपना जल, वृक्ष न खाए कभी अपना फल। The tree doesn't eat the fruit for itself. The river doesn't drink its own water. The person is a true insan, a true human being, the human insan, manav, who doesn't take everything for himself. He gives and donates everything. He gives his body, his dhan, everything. Another day I'll talk about charity and the importance of giving. Dhan. So, to be more tolerant than a tree, fruit-bearing tree. In other words, there is a reason for you to get angry and you don't get angry. You don't get angry. That is called sahanshilata. Sahan ki shakti. My guru would say, the more you have, the more tolerance, the more sahan ki shakti, the more you can tolerate, the more bhakti you will get. Because you're not going to get angry. When you get angry, you lose everything. All your sadhana, everything goes down the drain. That's why we keep repeating over and over. He keeps telling us, be humble, be tolerant. Practice. People say, I can't do it. I can't take stupid people. In other words, I'm very smart. I cannot take on stupid people. People say to me. And I laugh. I say, Acha, you are saint. You are very smart. Amanina manadena. The word man means respect. Respect. Desire for name and fame. Amanina. There's no desire for name and fame, for respect. You can give the best thing in the world, give the greatest charity, and yet you feel I have given nothing. When thou givest alms, let not the left hand know what the right hand hath given, that thy alms may be in secret. Don't have pride when you give dan. Nobody should see. Give it in secret. The best dan, the best charity is the one given in secret, because then abhiman, the ego, will not come. When you have pride, you have to give dan and everybody has to announce and clap you. The whole reason you give the dan is gone, finish. Better you didn't give. Amanadena, give respect to all. Don't see high and low. Oh, this one is very high, this one is very low, so I'm going to respect him, I'm going to do pranam, I'm going to do arti. And that fella, I don't even see him. No. See the soul everywhere, equal eye. Whether it's a donkey, a dog, a cat, an elephant, a human being, a Brahman, all is the same. Sab jeev hai. We all jeev, the soul. We all children of Bhagwan. Amitasya vai putraha. We're not the body. We're the soul, Atma, and the soul doesn't have any title like that. We're all children of the Lord. Plus, see the Lord, that same Divine Mother, the Lord that you are loving, is sitting in the heart of everyone. Then you can do bhakti, then you can be spiritual and become a devotee. So, all the diseases are in everyone. Sometimes people say, I am not selfish. I'm not jealous of anyone. I'm not greedy. I just get a little angry, that's all. You just get a little angry, that's all. Bhaiya, if one is there, all all will be there. You see, the mother of all these diseases of the mind, this Bhavrog, the mother is Maya. The thing called Maya. As long as Maya is there, all will be there. Some people more, some less, but all is there. When Maya goes, when we attain God realization, you become a saint, all will go. Only then you can say, okay, now I don't speak, I can't stand stupid people. But a saint will never say that, of course. Tolerate, learn to tolerate. Then you will get bhakti. Then you won't get angry. See, everything that happens is not in my hands. There's a bigger cause, there's a bigger somebody, is in somebody else's hand. It may look like somebody is doing something and somebody, no, it's not in anybody's hand. Whether you're successful, whether hani ya labh, whether gain or loss, it's not in anybody's hand. Don't blame anyone. Don't feel badly about anyone. So all the diseases. And how does the diseases come about? How did all these bhavarog, how did we get infected by all these diseases of the mind? This bhavarog, greed, anger, jealousy, hatred, lust, infatuation, delusion, attachment, many. My guru, as was mentioned by one of the devotee, his name is Jagat Guru Tam Shri Kripalu Mahaprabhu. He's the fifth, only the fifth original Jagat Guru, our world teacher, and top amongst the five, Jagat Guru Tam. He's written many books. Prem Ras Siddhant, Prem Ras Madira, Braj Ras Madhuri, Bhakti Shatak, Yugal Shatak, Yugal Ras, Radha Govind Geet, etc. One of the book, Radha Govind Geet, contains 11,111 verses, which contains all the philosophy of all the scriptures, all the Vedas. One of the verses in Radha Govind Geet, he says, Bhavrog Karan Govind Radhe Bhagavad Bahirmukhta. Bhagavad Bahirmukhta hai bata de. We'll sing it and then I'll tell you what it says. Radhe Radhe Govind Govind Radhe 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 Govind Govind Radhe Radhe
Radhe Govind Govind Radhe 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 Govind Govind Radhe
Govind Govind Radhe 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 Govind Govind Radhe Radhe. Everyone chant loudly. Govind
Govind Radhe 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 Govind Govind Radhe.
Hey Radhe Radhe Govind Govind Radhe
Radhe Radhe Govind Govind Radhe.
Hey Radhe Radhe Govind Govind
गोविंद राधे
राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे।
ओ राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे 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 गोविंद गोविंद राधे राधे
राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे 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 गोविंद गोविंद राधे।
भवरोग भवरोग कारण भवरोग कारण गोविंद राधे भगवद बहिर्मुखता है बता दे कारण गोविंद राधे भगवत बहिर्मुखता है बता ओ भवरोग कारण गोविंद राधे भगवत बहिर्मुखता है बता दे राधे
गोविंद राधे भगवद बहिर्मुखता है बता दे।
ओ भगवत बहिर्मुखता है बता दे
भगवद बहिर्मुखता है बता दे।
ओ भगवत बहिर्मुखता है बता दे बहिर्मुखता है बता ओ राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे 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 गोविंद गोविंद राधे 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 Everyone clap loudly and sing loudly, please.
राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे।
ओ राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे 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 गोविंद गोविंद राधे
राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे 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 गोविंद गोविंद राधे।
हे राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे राधे
राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे।
हे राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे
राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे।
ओ राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे 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 गोविंद Govind Radhe.
Radhe Radhe Govind Govind Radhe 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 Govind Govind Radhe.
So Jagat Gurutam Sri Kripalu Mahaprabhu is saying, Bhavrog Karan Govind Radhe, the cause of Bhavrog, Manas Rog, all these diseases we have, greed, anger, jealousy, hatred, loss, delusion, infatuation, etc. What is the cause? Karan kya? What is the cause? Bhagavad Bahirmukhta hai. Bata de. Bahirmukhta means to turn the back. We have turned our back away from Bhagavan, Bhagavad Bahirmukhta. This is the reason. Now, as I mentioned last night, Jagat Guru Tam or any Jagat Guru does not teach any new philosophy. Jagat Guru Tam Sri Kripalu Mahaprabhu again and again says, I am not teaching anything new. This is not a new dharma, a new religion. I am just explaining the scriptures. A true saint comes along and tells us what the scriptures are truly saying. Tusidas ji says in the Ramayana, भगवद रसिक रसिक की बातें, भगवद रसिक रसिक की बातें, रसिक बिना को समझ सके ना। जय राम श्री राम, जय जय राम, श्री राम जय राम,
जय जय राम।
भगवद रसिक रसिक की बातें, रसिक बिना को समझ सके ना। खग जाने खग ही कै भाखा। Tusidas Ji Maharaj says, just as a bird alone, khag, a bird, alone can understand the language of another bird. In the same way, only someone who's attained God realization, a rasik saint, can understand what is written by another saint. These are divine words. Whereas Gita, Ramayana, Bhagavad, Ved, these are all divine. To understand divine word, we have to have a divine mind, divine intellect. So this is what a saint does when he comes in the world. He interprets the divine words of Bhagavan from the scriptures and makes it understandable for us. He's not teaching anything new. Don't say this is his philosophy. No saint teaches anything new. Sanatan Dharma has been in existence from beginningless time and will always be in existence. The word Sanatan means that which has no beginning and doesn't have any end. Eternal religion. Anybody come and say, I'm teaching you something new and this is Sanatan Dharma, get far away, get out, get lost. No saint. So exactly what Kripalu Mahaprabhu, Jagat Gurutam Shri Kripalu Mahaprabhu is saying in this line of Radha Govind Geet, Ved say. Dva suparna sayuja sakhaya samanam briksham parikasva jate Tayoranyah pipalam swadat nashnan nanyo abhichakashiti. Shvetashvataro Upanishad chapter 4 verse 6. The exact translation of this Ved mantra is given in Srimad Bhagavad Mahapuran. Bhagwan Krishna says to Uddhav, Suparnavetau sadishau sakhayau yadichayatau kitanidau cha vrikshe ekastayo khadati pippalan mayo niranno pibalena bhuyan. Bhagavad Mahapuran, 11 canto, 11 chapter, 6 verse. Bhagwan Krishna says to Uddhav, what is this Ved mantra? What is this Bhagavad says? This Bhagavad says, the Ved mantra saying, the Vedas are saying, there's a tree, briksh, a tree, ped. On the tree there are two birds. Do pakshi baithe hai. There are two birds. One bird is Jivatma, the individual soul, we people. And one bird is Bhagavan, the Supreme Lord, Shri Krishna. One bird has turned the back to the other bird. The position of the two birds is like this. This is called Bahirmukhta, to turn the back. We have turned our backs away from God from beginningless time. This is Jivatma, the individual soul. This is Bhagavan. These two birds are sitting in our heart. The tree is the world. The bird that has turned the back is eating the bitter fruits of the tree and suffering. The fruits of the tree are the objects of the world. We are running after the objects of the world. But instead of getting happiness, we are getting pain and suffering. The other bird doesn't disturb. Sits quietly. Not far. Both of them are sitting in our heart. Bhagwan is sitting in our heart. We are also sitting. Bhagwan is also sitting. The Supreme Lord. That's why you don't have to go in a mountain cave and climb a high mountain. People go all the way to India thinking they can find Bhagwan. Bhaiya, Bhagwan is sitting in your heart. Ishvara sarva bhutanam hriddeshe junatishtati brahmayan sarva bhutani yanta rurhani mayaya. Chapter 18 verse 61 Gita, Shri Krishna says, the Lord, the Supreme Lord, Bhagavan, He's sitting in the heart of every living being. Andar dekho. Don't go searching. We look everywhere outwardly. And where Bhagwan is, we don't look there. He's sitting in our heart. You don't have to search, bhaiya. Kaha dunde bande? Andar dekho. Why are you searching? Look inside. Andar dekho. Nobody looks inside. So both is there in our heart, but we have turned our backs. Why? Ye Bahirmukh kyun kiya? Why have we turned our backs away from God? Because of ignorance, agyan. Agyan. What is the ignorance? We have forgotten who we are. मैं कौन हूं? ये भूल गया कि मैं आत्मा हूं. भूल गया कि मैं आत्मा हूं. अनादिकाल से हम सब अपने को शरीर मानने लगे. अनादिकाल से. We have forgotten that we are the soul, the Atma. From beginningless time, we have identified with the physical body. Physical body. If somebody asks you a question, who are you? I am Ramesh. Ramesh? That's your name. I'm not asking what is your name. I'm asking who are you? Okay. I'm a Hindu, I'm a Muslim, a Christian, a Buddhist, a Jain. Hindu? Muslim. That's your dharma, your religious denomination. I'm not asking which dharma you belong to, what religion you belong to. I'm asking, who are you, bhaiya? Oh, I'm a Trinidadian, Guyanese, Venezuelan, American, Indian. Indian? Bharatiya. I'm not asking which country you belong to. I'm asking, who are you? Oh, I'm a teacher, a doctor, an engineer, garbage man. Engineer? That's your job, bhai. I'm not asking what work you do. I'm asking, who are you? Elephant or tree. But this body belongs to us. And whatever belongs to us cannot be us. When someone dies, what do we say? Huh? What do we say when somebody dies? Mary left the world at 4 o'clock this morning. Mary left the world at 4 o'clock. Then why is everybody going to see her? She left the world. Why is everybody going to see her? Oh, we are going to see her body, dead body. Ah, you're very knowledgeable now. But do you know who is that who has left the body? No, we don't know. Then you're mad. What is the definition of mad? Pagal? One who doesn't know who they are. जो अपने को नहीं जानता, who doesn't know who they are, they are pagal, crazy. If somebody call you mad, don't feel bad because we all mad. We don't know who we are. सब पागल है. We don't like to hear, but it's a fact. The truth is a bitter medicine. Anyhow, so these are all titles of the body. This body belongs. Somebody says, this is my house. This is my moruka. Does anyone say, I am the house? I am the moruka? If the husband gets up in the morning and says to the wife, my darling, I am the house. Acha? Take him to St. Anne's. Gone. It's gone crazy. You are the house? So I can't say I am the house. Then how can I say I am the body? This body belongs to us. What do we say? My body is paining. My head is hurting. My finger got cut. So my body. So just as I cannot say I am the house, I am the moruka, in the same way, I should not say I am the body. We are not the body. We are the soul, the atma. Jeev, jivatma, many names. And the soul has no title. The soul is not a Trinidadian, nor is it a Guyanese, a Venezuelan, an Indian, nor is it a Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, nor is it a Hindu, a Muslim, a Christian, a Buddhist, or Jain. None of these titles the soul has. These are all titles of the body. If I am the body, then I am all those things. Then I am Brahmin. I am Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. I am a Hindu, Muslim, Christian. But I am not the body. I am the soul, the Atma. So that knowledge we have forgotten. And because we forgot who we are, Maya took hold of us. Maya, that power of Bhagwan known as Maya. Maya took hold of us. And from that moment we started suffering. From all the diseases of Maya. The greed, the anger, the jealousy, the hatred, the lust. And if you think I don't have any of them, then sorry for you, bhaiya. Unless you're God, realize it means you're very egoistic. Your ego is so big. Unless you're God, realize, unless you're a saint, then as Kag Basundaji is saying to Garuji, everyone under Maya has all the diseases of the mind. All of them. Because of our ego, we can't see. It's not easy to see. We can see everybody else's faults, as I mentioned. Sab dekh sakte. And we do see and we do complain and we do look down. You should not do that. as I mentioned, is the most dangerous thing for devotees to do. All the saints are telling us, do not find fault, do not look at the faults of others, because it ruins you completely. Already we have so many faults. When you look at the faults of others, you just add some more. I don't have enough. Out. Come more. We just make ourselves worse. And we don't realize. People call me on the phone, Swamiji, Bhaiya, I have to tell you something. I don't want to hear. No, you have to hear. Oh, you never listen to me. You're doing kusang. You are destroying yourself. You're not satisfied. You want to destroy me also. We're not satisfied that we alone should go down the drain. Bring down somebody also. Why should I alone go down the hole? Huh? Why should I alone go to hell? I've taken everybody with me. That's called double criminal. Double criminal. Not only do we harm ourselves, we harm others also. Don't do that. If you say, I can't help but find faults, I can't help it, man. I just lie. Fine, then look at our own. Huh? If you can't help but find faults, then let us look at our own. And if we look deeply, we will see we have all of them. All. As I said, it's very difficult to see. Our ego will not allow us. And that's why we have to get rid of the abhiman, the ego. When we get in the association of a true saint, the true guru, the true saint, and associate, that's one of the things that the true saint, the true guru does. He destroys our ego. It's very painful. People cry and they feel pain when guru destroys your ego. There's no cut anywhere, you don't bleed, but you feel the pain. It's just the mind, that ego that is getting destroyed. The ego. It's not going to let go so easy. So this is the reason. Bahirmukhta, that we have turned our backs away from Bhagavan from beginningless time, forgetting that we are the soul, the Atma, identifying with the physical body, and so Maya took hold of us. Maya took hold. And all the diseases of Maya came. All. The greed, the anger, the jealousy, the hatred, the lust. So this is a disease. Now every disease has a cure. This is ye rog hai, Bhavrog. This is the sickness, the disease. Now if you get sick in the world, you get COVID, fever, headache, some sickness, the flu. What do? You go to the doctor, the worldly doctor. Somebody who has a PhD, MD, you go to the doctor. But that's disease of the body. Can that doctor cure disease of the mind, the manasa rog? No. For that we have to go to the spiritual doctor. Tulsidas tells us in the Ramayana. Sadguru Vaid Vachan Vishwasa Sanjamaya Na Vishaya Ki Asa Bolo
Ram 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 Raja Ram 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 Bolo Ram 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 Raja Ram Ram Ram
Sadguru Vaid Vachan Vishwasa Sanjamaya Vishaya Ki Asa Bolo
Ram 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 Raja Ram Ram Ram
So for the physical the disease of the body, we go to worldly doctor. But for the disease of the mind, and this is even more dangerous than the sickness of the body, the manasa rog, the bhava rog, we go to the divine doctor. Who is that? Sadguru Vaidya. Vaidya means doctor. The Sadguru, the true Guru, the saint, we go to him. He is the doctor to cure all the diseases of the mind. Or what is the medicine? Bachana Vishwasa. This is a big one. We meet saint. We listen to the lecture, we shake our head. He says, but I like what he says, but I don't accept. I don't accept. I have a mind, I think, I also can think, I also can understand. I accept some of what he says, not everything. No. Bachana Vishwasa. To have complete faith, 100% that he alone knows what's good for me, I don't know. Having faith in what the saint, what the true Guru tells me. Drinking that medicine with that faith. Doctor gives you the medicine. Doctor says take 1 drop of medicine and water 3 times a day. You listen to the doctor, you drink the medicine, you get better. But do you think this doctor doesn't know? I don't think this doctor has any sense. Look how big my body is, and he's telling me 1 drop of medicine and water. Are bhaiya, let me drink the whole bottle one time. Or you decide that doctor doesn't know anything, you throw the medicine away. You will never get cured. So unless we don't have faith, faith in Guru, faith in the scriptures, faith in Bhagavan, and not Vishayaki, having faith, hope in material objects and looking for happiness in the material world, this will only increase our disease, that manasa rog, that bhava rog. Will never get cured. You have diabetes and the doctor gives you insulin. You're diabetic. So he gives you insulin. So you take the insulin and then you eat 5 pong of rasgulla. I took insulin. So now I can eat 5 pong of rasgulla, jalebi. And the sugar keeps increasing. No, doctors say yes, take the medicine. And also precaution. Along with the medicine, precaution. We say we go to Guru, I listen, but I do what my mind say. And then we wonder why I'm not progressing spiritually. Why my bhakti is not increasing. Because we are going ever against everything the saint tells us not to do. We do exactly that. We don't listen. I'm not going to be humble. I'm not going to tolerate. I'm not going to stop finding faults. It's fine. It's up to us. So, this is the disease, the cause, Bahirmukhta. The cure, Sanmukhta. You see, Bhagwan is right here. We don't have to go far. All we have to make a right about turn, left about turn, and cure. What does the Sanmukhta means? How do we do it? There's a lot to be heard about that. I will explain that tomorrow night. We have another satsang not too far. You can join us. We'll be told about where it is, not here. But you can come and join us, or you can listen to us on Bhakti TV, online, on Bhakti TV, or you can go on Facebook, Radha Govind Society, and you can hear it. So tomorrow night I'll go in detail about the cure. The cure will take another 2 hours more to tell you about the cure. But that's the cure. We have to do Sanmukhta. We have to turn to, in other words, what does Sanmukta means? We have to completely surrender. But how to surrender, etc., is not 1-2 minutes I can't tell you. You want to hear more? Follow, we'll hear. The devotees will tell us afterwards as to where the place is and how we can join. And as I mentioned also, we come in live every night on Bhakti TV. Right? So, as I said, this is a great thanks to Pandit Satyanand Maharaj, our sponsors who is making this possible. I'd like to mention them once more. Larry, Lala and family, Farmers Roti Delight, Level 2 Twin City Mall, Docks Engineering, Point Lisa Steel Products, Chase Village Auto Supplies, Gopinath Puja Supplies and Veggie Mart of Kakandi Road, Felicity, Rogers Ramdhani Auto Chem Chase Village, Ravi's Hot Pot and Catering, number 65 Orange Grove Road, St. Augustine, High Impact Auto Repairs and Service, and Singh's Doubles of Debe Pinal. I want to thank them very much. Through their kind courtesy, we'll be able to hear. So many people are here in all over the world. And if you cannot join us tomorrow, you can also join us on Bhakti TV. Panditji is right here. Talk to Panditji. He'll tell you how you can join us. You might say, oh, Swamiji, you leave us hanging up in there. No, I'm not leaving you hanging anyway. I'm telling you the cure, but I have to go in more detail. All right? So Panditji is here. Pandit Satyanand, he's sitting at the controls there, behind the computer. Talk to Panditji. I'm sure many of you may know him. He'll tell you how to get on Bhakti TV. You can also go on that Facebook of Radha Govind Society and also see us live. All right? So we will hear much more about this tomorrow night. We'll be by the way, we'll be in Bamboo number 1. There's a temple there. Number 3, Bamboo number 3. What's the temple name? Shriram Vijay Mandir. This is in Bamboo number 3. You see it from the road. If you're going along the Butler Highway, you can see from the road. If you look, you will see right in the Bamboo, right? On the plaza, you will see the temple at the top. So it's not hard to find. So this is the Shriram Vijay Mandir, Bamboo number 3. And tomorrow is earlier. I think we start 5:30. So it's not 7 o'clock. 5:30 p.m. All right? So keep that in mind. Bole Vrindavan Bihari Lal ki jai. Srimad Sadguru Sarkar ki jai. Durga Maharani ki jai. Radha Rani ki jai. Jai Jai Shri Radhe. Jai Jai Shri Radhe. Jai Jai Shri Radhe.